Okay, we're back. Me and my brother here. As I said, my brother, my dad, and I, we went to the Sea Level Brewery in Port Williams, as well as the Port Pub, which is connected to it. And of course, the Sea Level Brewery is just a very, very small brewery. It's the only microbrewery in Nova Scotia, not Nova Scotia, the Annapolis Valley. And they make like three or four standard beers, and then they have a bunch of different...
List them off. You got the thing.
Yeah, I do have the thing here. Good point.
You can read as good as we can.
Yeah, they have like 4 standard beers or so, and then they have all these like specialty beers. They have a Planters Pale Ale, Blue Huron Extra Special Bitter, Rojo Mojo Red Ale, and Port in the Storm Porter. Those are their standard beers. Then they have like Holiday Winter Warmer, High Street Wee Heavy Scottish Ale, Maibach German Lager, Raspberry Wheat Ale, East Coast Amber, Blue Huron Extra Special Bitter, Wet Hopped, the Oktoberfest Lager, Crossing Muddy Waters Brown Ale, Moondance Lager, Dussel Port Alt, and New Scotland Heather Ale. And that's what we're going to be reviewing today, or tonight, as well as the Port and Storm Porter later. So all that was available at the time when we stepped into the actual brewery, where you can actually buy the bottles.
The closet.
Yeah, the closet. It's a very, very small brewery. Very small, but there was a nice, informative hostess there. I believe she's the brewmaster's daughter, and there was only 2 beers currently available in bottles. So what we did is we went to the Port Pub after we bought our beer and had the sample tray. Should have did a video of that, but I was so tired I forgot to take the camera with me. So anyway, we're going to do the Heather Ale here. Heather is a traditional ingredient in beer in Scotland, dating back to about 2000 BC, as far as the history books say anyway. And
pre-hops thing.
Yeah, pre-hops kind of thing.
Bittering agent.
Yeah, and if it wasn't properly cultivated, and it's true, still stands true today, if you don't properly clean the heather or whatever, you can't use it as an ingredient in anything, because the underside of the heather has this fungus on it that can produce hallucinogenic intoxication. So we're probably not going to get any of that here.
You can see the appeal of it then.
Yeah. So New Scotland Heather Ale, 5% alcohol by volume. I'll get Scott to open it up here. Alright, and you can pour them out for us.
You got some of it?
Seaport Brewing just recently did a collaboration ale with Propeller. I'm probably getting one of those. I'm trying to wrangle up a deal with someone in, I believe, New Brunswick, who has a spare bottle. It went off the shelves really quick. So Scott's pouring these here. Not much in the way of head.
I suppose the English ale didn't usually have much head anyway. It smells different than what it did when we did the tasting.
Yeah, so that's pretty much orange in body, I'd say. Orange.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go right to the aroma.
Like kind of a candy smell almost to it.
Yeah, almost sort of like a
sweet or something.
Sweet candy-ish smell. Kind of flowery.
It smells like cranberries or something. I don't remember it smelling like that. But it had this little
well, Heather's kind of, yeah, they're not very, little sample things aren't very good for getting aroma and taste though. Yeah, cranberries might be a good description, and Heather is like, I guess it's within the same genus of flower or whatever, or plant, as like blueberries and cranberries and stuff.
Like fucking candy canes.
Yeah, it's a plant that can grow in acidic soil or whatever.
i.e. Scotland.
Yeah. Okay, so I guess we'll just take a sip and see how it goes. Yeah.
It's got that hops bitterness, but it's got a sort of a lingering bitterness. I think it's the heather or something. I don't know. Sort of a smooth finish there.
Very smooth finish. Definitely has hops in it, but it's not particularly all that hoppy like what you expect in a regular pale ale. I guess this is more of a English style anyway. This is more of a British style pale ale bitter or whatever, so you're not expecting a big...
It reminds me of the Propeller pale ale, but it's got something more to it.
Yeah.
It has a little extra. It's not very... It's not bland or anything. It's got...
No, it's very floral.
All kinds of different flavors. Right?
Yeah. It's really sort of floral tasting. It's like really flowery. It's a really flowery kind of pale ale, but it doesn't have like that intense hop bitterness like you get from like an American pale ale.
It's almost like kind of like a Pilsner kind of characteristic or something. That sweet kind of taste and smell to it.
Yeah, it's really flowery and smooth, almost Pilsner-like. Yeah, that's a good description, I'd say.
Do they have Pilsner in one of their pale ale or something? You got Pilsner malt or something? That's it.
Flagship Golden Ale crafted with Pilsner malt. Yeah, their Planters Pale Ale has Pilsner malt in it. I don't know if that's the same case here.
You didn't watch the thing out good enough.
You never know. That's really good, though.
That's awesome, though.
That's good.
The head does come out when you...
Yeah, once you swirl it a bit. Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of, actually. Reminds me of Propeller's Pilsner, but it's not as hoppy. That's about what it reminds me of. And of course, it's a bit darker than Propeller's Pilsner is, I think.
It has a lingering bitterness.
But it's a nice bitterness to it too. It's like it's a slightly different flavor. I guess that must be the heather, as far as I can tell.
It's supposed to be a bittering agent.
Yeah.
It's just got alkaloid or whatever in it too. So.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna say, like, it's not wowing me or anything, but it's a really good, easy drinking session kind of.
Yeah, well, if you're sitting down with a big plate of fish and chips or something.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say 3.5 out of 5. Me personally. What do you?
Maybe a 4 or something.
4? Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's a really easy drinking session beer. That'd be definitely one you'd want to order if you're actually at the port pub. You want to order a pint to go along with your fish and chips, and we can attest to the fact. Well, you can attest to the fact that the fish and chips are really good.
Oh, real good. Well, their hamburger. You had their hamburger.
Yeah, I had the hamburger.
That was good too.
Yeah, it was awesome. There was a damn half pound of meat, and there were so many vegetables on it that you could actually take the vegetables off and put them on the side of your plate as like a side salad.
Let's get that guy Man vs. Food down here.
Yeah. Yeah, so okay, 3.5 out of 5 for me and 4 out of 5 for Scott on the New Scotland Heather Ale from Sea Level Brewing. Really damn good, and you should definitely check it out. Regardless of what beer you go and get, you should definitely check out the Sea Level Brewery.
Yeah, we're supporting local brewery like that.
Yeah, I'd definitely like to see them grow and get bigger and be distributed in the NSLC. Currently, they're in the Bishop's Cellar, and that other private beer and wine store in Halifax is, I think, the only place you can actually get the beers outside of the brewery. But yeah, definitely a really good beer, really good. So we'll be back in a little while with the Port in the Storm Porter, and we'll see how that goes.